How's it going, guys? Today is Wednesday the 23rd of March. Now at the beginning of the week, myself and Tim were down in London on business. So I took the camera along with me, tried to film as much of it as possible to keep you guys up to date with everything that's going on here. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Let's get into it. Okay, good morning guys. It's currently 4:45 in the morning on Monday the 21st of March. You're probably wondering why I'm starting this video at 5 in the morning, please excuse my voice, and also why I'm wearing a full suit. But myself and Tim have a flight to catch. We have some very important things to do today, not in Glasgow, so we got to run for this flight and I'm just gonna have to fill you in as we go. I'll catch up with you shortly. Tim, nice briefcase.
Hello.
Where are we going today?
London.
London. I can't believe you've brought a briefcase to London.
I think I need something to carry my notepads and my laptop.
Okay guys, so it's around about 20 past 6. Myself and Tim have just had breakfast, and as I've already alluded to, today we're heading to London on business. Now we're heading down to London to meet with a broker by the name of Trade Nation, who I only heard about 2.5 months ago. So you're probably wondering why in the early hours of Monday morning we're travelling 400 miles in suits to meet a broker we didn't even know existed about 2 months ago. So let me explain. So guys, here's the situation. As a company, KB has never really had much interest in seeking out partnerships with brokers or anything like that. Although we do get anywhere up to 10 emails a month from various brokers, I won't name them, but from various brokers saying, hey, why don't you come and work with us? We can provide your clients a really good service and all that. And all of those emails get ignored. Literally 100% of those emails get ignored. So where does Trade Nation come into this, and why are we going down to London to meet them? Around about 2.5 months ago, I received a box in the mail. Inside that box was contained a headphone box. And inside that headphone box was nothing. It was confusing and pretty annoying, and so I put it in the bin. Now about a week later, I got a phone call from Trade Nation. And they said, look, we sent you a parcel. And I said, did you send me fake headphones? And they were like, yeah, sorry about that. They said, look, why don't we come up to your office and meet you and stuff like that, and we'll bring the headphones and we can have a conversation. And I was like, okay. And they said, look, you don't need to open an account with us or whatever. Just let's have a meeting and we'll bring you your headphones. So I was like, cool, win-win. They came up and I went into that meeting, they came up, they saw our office and that kind of thing. And I went into that meeting with this idea that I was just going to walk out there with headphones. Myself and Jake left that meeting thinking these people really do care about the industry and they really do think like us. And they also really want to provide a good, high quality service, which is, refreshing. So they said, look, we've come and seen your office, we've seen your operation and it looks really good and stuff. Why don't you come down to London and see ours? And I was like, well, yeah, why not? So they offered for myself and Tim to come down to London, see their offices, meet their CEO, all that good stuff. And this is us doing our due diligence. If I'm going to put a lot of money into a broker, I want to know that they're good guys. And, the plus side of this is if I find a broker and I make a good relationship with the broker, I can get tighter spreads, I can get better execution, I can get lower charges on trades, I can get priority customer service. And if things go well, that's a broker that when our members become full-time traders and they want to open trading accounts, I can say, look, I have great experience with this broker, I've got great relationships there, I've been in their office, I've met their CEO, etc., etc. We have very high criteria and very high expectations for working with anyone, whether that be you want to come and trade on our trading floor, you know, or a company that wants to work with KB like Trade Nation does. We have super high standards, and we will always maintain that. You guys know that I love to keep you up to date. I love to keep you filled in on exactly what I'm up to. Let's get back to the video.
With you. Okay, I'm down in the overhead locker.
Nice push.
Camera crew, disarm those for arrival. Thank you.
Pre-London session. Oh, I absolutely hate wearing these face masks. London. We're in London, baby. I don't know how to speak London. Dave, how's it going, son? I didn't brush up on my London dialect before I came here, so I feel like a tourist. See, this won't be weird in London, walking around filming yourself, will it? Yeah. See, I always feel weird in Glasgow because literally nobody films themselves, but I kind of have a feeling that in London, everybody just vlogs themselves as they walk about their daily life, which is probably not true, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Safety reasons.
That's it, it's for safety reasons.
I went through the front there. The exit there. I didn't see it.
Alright, no, I didn't see it.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, great. Thank you.
So the time's around about 9 o'clock. We've arrived in London and we're currently heading from Luton Airport over to Trade Nation's office. It's going to be about an hour and a half drive, depending on traffic obviously. So myself and Tim are using this time to just get a little bit of work done on the trip over. Relatively smooth flight, but I'm absolutely shattered. I got about 3 hours sleep last night, because obviously I was preparing to get up for a flight in the morning and then I had to leave pretty early to actually travel in. As I showed you at the end of the flight there, this trade that I'm in is about quarter of an hour into profit, so it's running about £400 in profit at the moment. Again, I'm just going to try and keep on top of this as much as possible. We do have a relatively busy day ahead. We have a few meetings this morning, and then we're going out for lunch with the guys from Trade Nation, and then in the afternoon we have more meetings, then we're going out for dinner, and then I'm not sure if we have any meetings after dinner. I think we might just be heading back to the hotel, but we'll pretty much be heading straight to sleep as we've got to get up early the next day. A little bit of a shame, I've never been to London, so I would have liked to have hung around for a little bit longer and, you know, do a little bit of sightseeing and stuff like that, especially since the weather is looking really nice. But anyway guys, any updates or anything exciting happens, I'll make sure to check back in with you.
In from the start, and they're just like putting in charts in like a community group and complete novices, and then you just see them progressing. But some people are just like absolute wizards.
They just switch on.
Yeah, and when they start taking it really seriously, and they start like saying, "Oh well, I spent 3-4 hours back testing today," and you can see the progression, and then months down the line they're funded.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to my restaurant analogy. I like my restaurant analogy because, you know, there's some restaurants out there. Yes, it's that one.
What floor are you on?
Yeah, I used to recognise it because we had posters in our window.
Right.
You can see it. Then somebody come down there and they've got terrace bar upstairs.
What floor was it on?
I think it was, yeah, it was good.
So the time is currently around about 3:30. I've literally just nipped back to the hotel just to freshen up a little bit. It's been such a long day so far. We had some good meetings this morning, and then we headed out for lunch, went for a little walk and that kind of thing. But I've been up since like 3 AM, so I'm absolutely shattered. So came back here, the intention was to get some sleep, but we've been called out to another meeting with someone who's not going to be available after 4 o'clock, so no sleep for me. I'm going to head to the shop just now and pick up a Red Bull. I did get stopped out of that trade on Euro Pound, so I'll post a screenshot of that on screen just now. Got stopped out of that trade on Euro Pound for a full hour. I missed a management opportunity while we were out at lunch, which is a little bit unfortunate, but there's literally nothing I can do about that. At the end of the day, these things are going to happen. I do allow for that in testing, you know, when I look at my results and back tests and stuff like that, I do allow a little bit of room for human error. But as I say, the time now is it's just gone 20 past 3, and we really need to shoot out to go and get to this meeting. Gonna grab a Red Bull on the way, and then when I get back to the hotel later on, I'm gonna sit down, open up my laptop, and basically just go through my markets for tomorrow, try and plan what I'm gonna be doing in the markets very, very carefully, as we are gonna be traveling for most of the day, leaving super, super early again. But it's been a phenomenal day so far. It's been really good to meet all the guys from Trade Nation. You know, we've met their CEO. We're about to go and meet their head of marketing. We've met, you know, we're meeting their head of client success and all that kind of stuff. So we're meeting all of the people who are essential to the business to really make sure that these are people who have the same values and the same kind of ideas as us, and to see exactly what they're like as a company. It's been phenomenal so far. You know, we've been actually on their floor where they, you know, do all their customer service, where they put through all their clients' trades. So open, so transparent, and it's been, you know, very, very refreshing, because you don't normally see that from the broker side of the industry. But we're going to head out now, and I'll catch up with you guys shortly if we're doing anything interesting. So not some small kids. Drink that right now. Okay, we're fixed, let's go. This is just how much of a flex London is. Even the taxis have like matte black wraps on them. What's that all about?
This is Lawrence, this is Sam.
Sam Lawrence, nice one. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, so you doing
Tim.
Tim. It's pretty straightforward now, platform.
Yeah.
So there you go, so that's your big offer there. Your daily change. This is bearing in mind when it opened last night, 11 o'clock, not the actual trade from 2:30.
Yeah.
That's your percentage
Just not
change.
from the cash open, it's from...
From when the futures opened last night,
Right.
it's 10 PM at the moment, so
Yeah.
it's collecting its notes. This is your percentage change on the day, the low and the high. And then if you want to trade it, put an order in, put an alert in, charts, which you can see the down chart here.
Yeah.
It's a 1 minute down chart here, just to make it keep it interesting. Information on the market, any information on the market. And if you want to add this to your, this one here, if you want to add your own watch list, your own watch list there.
Yeah.
So it's quite, we've got quite a civilised platform. Obviously our spreads are ridiculous compared to them.
Yeah, it's fixed as well.
Which one? Yeah, that's a big thing, and that's
That's huge.
that is a big message.
Because it's expectation, right? It's, you know what you're getting. It's huge.
Well, it is.
But I think it's so far now. Get a little closer. Thought I saw the only one. All I see is love.
So the time's now around about 6:30. We've just come out of the last of our meetings with the guys from Trade Nation. We had an exceptional opportunity to speak to their entire trading desk. Had a really good chat with those guys, spoke about pretty much their history. Most of those guys have 20 plus years experience in the market. Spoke to their compliance team and all that kind of stuff, and just had an absolutely exceptional day with the guys at Trade Nation. The transparency and, you know, just how much they were willing to show us was second to none. You know, their trading guys took us through in depth pretty much what they do on a day-to-day basis, and you know, we're feeling very, very positive about, you know, a potential future and working with this company both on a personal level and KB working with Trade Nation as well. Myself and Tim, absolutely shattered. We're up at 6 in the morning. In fact, we're up before 6. We're getting picked up at 6 to head back to the airport. So we're probably going to go and look for somewhere to grab a little bite to eat and that kind of thing before we turn in for the night. And then hopefully, you know, I can keep you guys updated on that. But if not, we'll check in with you tomorrow when we're looking to head home.
Only one. All I see is love.
Okay guys, as I'm sure you can probably tell, I am absolutely wiped out. I've been on the go since about 3 AM this morning, but the markets are calling. It's currently 9:30. I'm so tired. It's currently 9:30 and I basically need to jump on the markets to check the 10 PM closes. As many of you will be aware, I trade, you know, the strategy that I trade is largely dependent upon the D1 candle closes. I trade D1 price action, and therefore I'm gonna have to basically check in for the 10 PM close, look at all my markets. I have 16 to look through, you know. Thankfully it's a very, very quick process. I simply scan through each market and see if there's any daily price action that I'm interested in trading, and then hopefully I can get some sleep before we get up. I'm literally falling asleep. And then hopefully I can get some sleep before I'm up at 4:30 again tomorrow to fly back to Glasgow. Wish me luck. About 5 to 6, I'm just currently heading to check out of the hotel. So Tim, how was London?
Very, very good. Very draining, very tired. I think yesterday we had a 19-hour day.
There's a clip in this where I got in and I was checking the markets at 9:30. I was just looking at the camera, I was like, I'm so tired.
Honestly, 3 AM till 10 PM, and then up at 4:30 this morning.
All day long, all day long. What do you think of the guys from Trade Nation?
Absolutely outstanding.
Completely honestly.
Outstanding, to be honest. They've blown me away for brokers.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't feel like I was essentially talking to brokers.
When I first got into the markets, I always had this perception of brokers as like these evil people, but
yeah.
And we said that, you know.
And the majority are, to be honest.
Yes, that is to be fair, but we didn't beat around the bush. Definitely didn't beat around the bush when we were chatting to them yesterday. Said, you know, exactly what we think of brokers, and yeah, they're just really decent guys.
Yeah.
Got to speak to the trading desk. What do you think of those guys?
Phenomenal. Really genuine guys again.
Not your typical, certainly not your typical what you expect from guys on the kind of money that they're on, with the kind of performance that they have, the kind of career that they've had. Really down to earth guys. All the team, the CEOs and their, you know, their client points of contact and all that are just absolutely awesome guys. So we got to run catch this flight. Hopefully get some breakfast if we've got time. I'll catch up with you shortly. Glasgow.
Okay, you have the boarding passes with you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any bags to drop off?
No.
Okay, then you can proceed to security.
Should no check-in?
You already checked in. That's your boarding pass.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'll let you.
Thanks. We just walked up to check in and showed the guy our boarding passes. He was like, "You've already checked in." Right, we're going for breakfast?
Yeah.
I know. Right.
I'm on top.